Hello and welcome to my Revit tutorial today. Today I will show you how to model in this column splice connection in Autodesk Revit. So if you've been wondering how to connect two columns in Revit that are steel columns, this is the connection type that will do the job. So essentially you'll have plates at the flanges of the columns and the web of the columns. So without further ado, let's get started. So right now I have my structure over here. So what I'll do is I will just delete this column here and make it extend to level 3, for example, like so. And extend the top level offset to 1 meter. As is typical for column splices, it's easier to erect the structure when the joint is above the floor. So let's delete this column here. And let's apply an offset of 1000 as well at the base, and let's connect it to the very top. So we've already set up the column exactly how we want it to. So we have a 9-meter length and a remaining 7 meters. So that's pretty standard for structural steels. So in general, you'll either deal with 6 or 12 meters. So in the end, it depends on your site, whether you can erect 12 meters directly up. But in this case, if our building is 16 meters, we'll definitely need a splice anyhow. So enough rambling about that. Let's proceed to the steel tab over here. Click on the connection settings. And let's look for splice. So look for the S section over here. Splice. So, right over here, splice joint. Click on it and click on add and click on OK. Go to the connection button and select the splice joint. Select this column over here and hold down Control and left click on the other one and hit enter, and Revit will do its magic. So that's pretty much it, really, the splice joint. And now let's proceed to editing this connection. So let's click on edit type, click on edit modify parameters over here, and you'll be greeted with this 3D view of the connection itself, and you will have the general tab, web, flange top, and flange bottom. So let's quickly proceed to a view that's useful for us. So let's proceed to the view that shows the web. So let's click on this drop down over here, which is a faster way of doing things. So click on elevation left or elevation right. You can't go wrong with either. If you want to look at the front view, just click on front and back, for example. And one thing to note is that you cannot really rotate in this view selection over here. That's one thing to note. You can only rotate once you are in the 3D view. And of course, you have your plan view over here. So that's just something neat for you to know. If you are detailing in Revit, you have this view drop down that can help you very much. So let's proceed to the detailing. So let's head to the general tab over here. So essentially, your splice can be done for both web and both flanges, or you can do the web only, for example, or flanges only, or web and one flange, or web and the other flange. So in this case, we'll be doing both flanges and the web. So the splice plane is in the middle. You don't really need to set anything else over here other than adjusting the gap. Right now we have a 5mm gap in between the two of them, so let's say we don't need that much of gap. Let's say 2mm is more than enough already, so that we can weld it, for example. So essentially this offset just affects where the joint level is. so we don't really need to play around with that. So let's head to the weld section over here. So over here you have the top flange plates. You can see these marks over here. These are indicating welds, and these are the weld thicknesses. So 4mm, workshop or site, you can adjust them yourself. So I'll just leave it as is for now. And if you're still confused where the welds are located, you can refer to this diagram over here. So let's move on to the web section. In the web drop down, let's click on web plates. So right now we have two plates, one on the left and one on the right. So you can, for example, keep the plate on the left side only or on the right side only. In this case, we'll keep it as both. And plate alignment over here, you can try play around with these over here, but honestly speaking, I'd rather just stick to one and adjust it to whatever it is that I need. So let's proceed to the next setting, which is setting 1 over here, which will affect the distance of the plate itself from the edge. So if you key in 0, it'll be pretty much in the middle of the column, so we can just leave it at that. And you can adjust the thickness of the plate, so let's key in a 3/4 inch plate or 20mm over here. And essentially what you can do over here is you can do both bolted or one welded and one bolted, or the other way around like this, where the top column is welded or both welded. So in this case, I'll show you how to do the bolted option. So you can optionally add a reinforcing plate over here, but in all honesty, I don't see anything happening over here. So let's try. Oh, even the plan view doesn't show anything over here. So right view, let's play around with this number over here. Yep, we don't see anything over here, so it's safe to say you don't exactly need any of these settings over here for this tutorial. Most important thing for the web plate is the distance of the bolts and the type of bolts that you're using. So for example, you can use a A325 structural bolt or A490. Let's use A490 for this case. And let's choose a 1-inch diameter bolt. So let's set it to a nut and 2 washers over here. And you can adjust the number of columns. So if you key in 3 over here, you'll have 3 rows over here. The same over here. If you adjust it and key in 3, you'll have 3 rows. And over here, if you key in 3, you'll have 3 columns over here. So that's how it works. If you are looking to have staggered bolting arrangements, you can play around with these settings over here to get what you're looking for example. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this, like so. And for the bolt connection, you can do all side or side and shop, or shop side or all shop. Let's just leave it at all side. And let's proceed to the distance detailing over here for our bolts. So let's keep a minimum of 2 inches of distance from edges over here. So 2 inches or 50mm roughly. And let's say 75mm or 3-inch spacing is sufficient. And that's pretty much it for the settings of the web splice. Let's move on to the flange. If you already check on this option over here, everything else will be grayed out. If you want the bottom flange of the column, so to speak, to be different from the upper one, you can uncheck on this box, but let's just check on it because it's more convenient in that sense, and typically they're all the same between the two flanges over here. And one thing to note is that you can choose your different view options. You can choose wireframe, which will give you the ability to see through the plates and see where there are bolts. So that's the usefulness of wireframe. You can check to see if you have anything potentially clashing with it. For example, if you have holes that are in the way. So let's proceed to hidden line over here. And I'll just keep it at beam edge over here instead of plate width. You can play around with plate width on your own. So let's play around with this first figure here. So distance flange plate from the edge is 46 millimeters. You can put in 0, for example. So essentially the flange plates are right up to the edges of the column. And you can adjust the lengths of the flange plates. You can make them both 50 centimeters each. And you can key in the thickness of the flange plates themselves to 3/4 of an inch. You can either have a welded setting or both bolted, for example. If you notice, right now when we choose the bolted option, you have this glitch with Revit. We'll fix it in a bit. So let's proceed to the bolts flange top. Again, let's choose an A490 bolt over here, and as you can see, the glitch is gone. But if I were to change it to a 1-inch bolt, it will be back. So essentially, the way to fix this is to fix the spacing of the bolts themselves. So we'll get to that soon enough. And let's say you want 3 over here and 3 over here. And the number of rows, you can have 2 rows, for example, or just 1. But let's say you have a need for 2, for example. Now let's play around with the dimensioning. Again, let's keep the distance between edges at least 2 inches here. So now that we've already adjusted the spacing of our 1-inch bolts over here, let's proceed to a 3D view. So we still have this issue over here, so let's space things out even more. So let's do 75 and 75 over here. Okay, let's head to bolt rows over here. Let's see if this one will adjust it. So the gauge distance is the distance between these 2 center bolts over here. So let's play around to 4 inches over here, and that seems to do the trick over here. But as you can see, we are having a clash over here. We have tolerances that are very, very tight that make it very difficult to install. So let's just get rid of this one right over here and play around with this instead. Let's make it 200, for example, like so. So that makes it much more easy for the fitters to install the bolts. So let's now play around with the intermediate distance over here. Actually, we can't do anything with the intermediate distance since we don't have another column over here. So that's pretty much moot. Okay, so let's key in 60. Alright, so 60 seems to do the trick so that the additional splice plate at the flange is as wide as the column flange itself. So back to the inner flange plates tab over here. You can check on this if you want an additional plate, like so, over here. But in general, we don't really need that unless you have some extreme load cases, for example. So let's keep it as unchecked over here. So that's pretty much it for column splice connections over here. Click on apply and okay. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial on column splices in Autodesk Revit. If you found this Revit tutorial useful, like this tutorial, share this tutorial, and subscribe for more Revit tutorials like this and civil engineering content. As always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.